News 3 now at 6 begins right now. 1 inch in gun barrel size was what led to dropping one illegal gun possession charge during Kyle Rittenhouse's jury trial.
State Democrats now want to fix what they say is a loophole in the state's gun laws for children. Naomi Coles explains their push. Naomi?
Yeah, the bill that's circulating in the Capitol right now would still preserve the ability of minors to hunt and target practice and do other supervised gun activities like that. But what it changes is adding some clarifying language that this law only applies when they're actually doing those things. Now, as it stands right now, state law bans minors from carrying guns with an exception for guns with barrel sizes of 16 inches or more. That's for the purpose of hunting. Now, Kyle Rittenhouse, he had a 16-inch semi-automatic rifle at the Kenosha protest. That's how he got out of the charge.
In the way that our laws are written, it could be that a very young child, a 3-year-old, could be walking around with an AR in our communities. And I don't think that any of us agree that that is safe or should be happening.
Republican leaders in the Assembly and Senate, they didn't answer me today when I reached out to them asking whether they would support this as a fix. Now, Senator Melissa Agard of Madison, she's one of the bill authors. She said they worked with nonpartisan state attorneys to draft language for this legal fix, and they believe that the decision that the judge made in the Kyle Rittenhouse case was, quote, made a dangerous legal precedent.
All right, Naomi, thank you. The attorney representing Darrell Brooks is requesting to withdraw from the case due to a conflict of interest. Brooks is accused of driving through the Waukesha holiday parade, killing 6 people. The judge granted the attorney's motion.
I clearly believe that my withdrawal of counsel at this stage, with both matters being set for status conferences, would not cause any undue prejudice to Mr. Brooks.
Now, Brooks will be back in court on December 20th. And a Madison man being charged in a deadly gas station shooting over the weekend. Trayvon Adams was charged with 1 count of first-degree intentional homicide, attempting to flee or elude an officer, and 7 counts of felony bail jumping. Multiple eyewitnesses say they saw Adams shoot the driver before stealing a vehicle, leading police on a chase. His next court appearance scheduled for December 8th.
Madison police are looking into a report of shots fired near Freeport Road. Officers responded after a Fitchburg police officer reportedly heard shots from the area of Verona and Raymond roads just after 12:15 in the morning. Police found 3 shell casings near the road. No injuries or property damage were reported. Madison police are also investigating a reported burglary that took place last night on the city's east side. Officers were sent to a home on the 6,000 block of Driscoll Drive. A man there says several items were stolen from his vehicle, including a laptop. Police say their investigation is ongoing.
A registered sex offender under arrest after he was found with a missing 15-year-old Kentucky girl in West Bend. Police say the girl willingly drove with 30-year-old Stephen Stathis from Kentucky to Wisconsin. Investigators also learned Stathis drove to Kentucky a number of times in October and November to visit the girl. Stathis was previously convicted of child enticement in Ozaukee County. That was back in 2010. He was sentenced to 5 years in prison, along with 5 years extended supervision. He's currently in the Washington County Jail. A 13-year-old taken into custody after allegedly crashing a stolen vehicle on a Beltline off-ramp. Madison police say it happened at 7:30 this morning. Multiple units, including a canine unit, were called after the teen took off running from the crash scene, but was later found in a nearby stairwell. Police say that stairwell smelled of marijuana when they entered. The vehicle was reported stolen on Monday, and investigation is ongoing. Well, let's check your certified most accurate forecast. Here's Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary?
Last day of November was a mild one, but we've turned a little colder this evening, but tomorrow will warm back up, and in between we could see some light mixed precipitation. Time lapse from the Edgewater Skycam shows that we had actually pretty nice weather through much of the day today, with lots of sunshine and those temperatures climbing up into the upper 40s to lower 50s. But as we headed toward evening, we started to see a few clouds come in. On Doppler track, you can see there is some light precipitation, some light rain, snow, and even some light freezing rain over parts of western Minnesota and eastern North Dakota. That's what will move through tonight. We'll just be on the southern fringes of that area of precipitation, but we could see at least an hour or two of slippery road conditions. Doppler track right now across southern Wisconsin, free of precipitation. Lows last night were were in the mid to upper 20s, a little milder than previous nights, and high temperatures made it into the 50s near the Illinois state line. Madison topped out at 48, but we've dropped back to 30 already, with skies at least clear to partly cloudy. But again, those clouds will move in later on tonight. So temperatures will drop to about 28 by midnight and then start rising overnight when that light precipitation moves in. By tomorrow afternoon, we'll start to clear out and high temperatures will be up around 50. Later on, I'll take a look at a forecast that includes some mild weather for the second day of December as well.
In a 4-3 decision, the state Supreme Court is rejecting calls to consider a partisan makeup of districts in drawing new congressional and legislative lines. Democrats call the current lines a partisan gerrymander. Writing for the majority, conservative Justice Rebecca Bradley noted the U.S. Supreme Court has ruled there is no legal standard for federal judges to rule if a map is politically fair. She wrote that the Wisconsin Supreme Court is taking the same position. In her dissent, liberal Justice Rebecca Dallett wrote the majority opinion had all but guaranteed that the court cannot remain neutral and nonpartisan in the redistricting process.
Want to bet on the Packers winning the Super Bowl? You can do it without traveling to Las Vegas. Sports gambling is legal and underway in Wisconsin, at least in one place. Gabriella Primus shows us where and why not everyone thinks it's a great idea.
Alma Webster and Sandra Bramer are known as the Oneida Bingo Queens. They were the first to make legal sports bets in Wisconsin on Tuesday at the Oneida Nation Casino.
Here we go. So how much did you bet? $5.
The bingo parlor they started more than 50 years ago helped give Oneida a start in gambling operations. They did it all to pay a few simple bills.
So this is an actual bet.
Now they place their bets on something new.
I think it's wonderful in that we are out there paving the way for other places to do these new businesses.
Oneida says their targeted audience, sports fanatics. For the first time in Wisconsin, sports fans can place bets on their favorite teams legally.
We do anticipate that we have a large sports customer base. We have a lot of gaming customer base, and we're hoping to merge both of those so that our gaming customers and our sports customers are more engaged in what's going on in the state of Wisconsin with the professional teams.
Since Oneida is the first sanctioned market in Wisconsin, Chad Foose, Assistant Chief Financial Officer, says it's hard to know how much profit sports betting will bring in.
It's another amenity. So as some of our regular customers coming, we hope that they're bringing some of their family members who enjoy sports to make a sports bet book.
But not everyone is getting a round of applause. Rose Blazinski is executive director of the Wisconsin Council on Problem Gambling. She's nervous that bringing legal sports betting closer to home will increase unhealthy gaming habits.
This is a new type of gambling legally. We know more people might try it than maybe haven't gambled in the past, and so we know there's always that risk that problem gamblers are going to increase.
Blazinski suggests keeping in mind how much time and money you're spending while sports betting and to seek help if any type of gambling is becoming a problem.
For the past 5 months, Parker Cruz's family has been talking about him in past tense. But today, in a church in Black Earth, they looked toward the future and appreciated the present. 22-year-old Parker went missing in the Wisconsin River last summer, going down while trying to help a boater in distress. While his family continues their search for his remains, they are grateful for all the other things they have found along the way.
It's overwhelming. It's amazing, the gratitude we have as a family. We've been in contact with so many people that we never would have been otherwise.
Parker's family is continuing their search for his remains. They are hoping to assemble a River Valley water rescue team once they do find him. Meanwhile, law enforcement officers from across the state also gathered to remember Master Trooper Dan Stainbrook. The 42-year-old passed away on November 15th due to complications from COVID-19. A GoFundMe for the Stainbrook family says he had been hospitalized since October 27th in Wisconsin Rapids.
We all wear the same uniform, the same badge, and we all have that same calling to public safety, public service. And so it's difficult whether we were very close with him or whether we just simply wore the uniform or were a member of the law enforcement community.
Trooper Stainbrook was a 20-year State Patrol veteran who primarily served in Waushara County. He leaves behind a wife and 2 daughters.
2 new same-day COVID-19 PCR testing clinics are now open in both Madison and Beloit. The Madison one, 232 Easttown Way. The Beloit clinic is at 61 Eclipse Boulevard. Both are open Monday through Friday, 8-4. The UW School of Medicine and Public Health looking back at 20 years now since the start of a groundbreaking study into Alzheimer's. The Wisconsin Registry for Alzheimer's Prevention study. It started with just one person, but has since grown to over 1,700 participants, the largest family history study of Alzheimer's in the world. Participants check in with researchers every 2 years for memory testing, blood draws, and interviews. Through the results of the study, researchers have been able to learn how to detect subtle cognitive changes that may be brought about by the disease.
The final numbers are in from Wisconsin's 9-day gun deer hunt are down from last year's season. About 8% fewer deer were tagged during the 9-day hunt. That equals about 15,000 less deer. Only the Northern Forest Management Zone saw an increase. They were up more than 9%. But in the Southern Farmland Zone, numbers were down 17%. The DNR says they cannot explain the numbers just yet.
There's human nature and sociology involved in here as well as biology. And so it's probably more complicated than just, making a presumption right now that there's one particular thing that was going on this year.
The weather also could have played a factor. There was a little snow, so visibility may not have been as good. There's still more to come on News 3 now at 6, including a new bill looking to help restaurants stay afloat.
Plus, a group of teenagers showing off their artistic side, what this new mural means to them and their community. That's just ahead.
Do you suffer from erectile dysfunction? Peak Performance for Men uses an advanced form of acoustic wave therapy, restoring normal and natural functionality where it counts most. Call now and receive an ultrasound. Your initial consultation all for free. Call Peak Performance for Men today.
It's time to choose a Medicare plan. So why not choose a 5-star Medicare Advantage HMO plan from Quartz? Starting as low as $0 per month. Including medical, hospital, and prescriptions, and dental, vision, and hearing aid benefits. Learn more. Call us today to find a plan that fits your budget and your lifestyle. Quartz offers the region's top-rated Medicare Advantage plans, and they're now even more exciting. New for 2022, the Quartz Cash Card gives you the freedom to spend up to $460 annually on a variety of health-related products and services. And Quartz gives you access to an all-star team of high-quality providers, featuring UW Health, giving you the 5-star treatment you deserve. Because at Quartz, you're the star of our 5-star Medicare Advantage plans. Don't wait. Call now to get plan details from Quartz or speak with one of our enrollment specialists today.
Tossed, buffalo, sauced, hot honey, flipped, boneless, dipped, Arby's, razzled, buffalo, dazzled, hot honey, $5 boneless wings and crinkle fries deal. Arby's, we have the meat.
Attention Dish Network customers. WISC TV's agreement with Dish ends December 1st. If a new agreement isn't reached, your access to local news and CBS programming like The Equalizer, 60 Minutes, and CBS Sports will be eliminated. WISC TV has fair agreements with all other cable and satellite providers, and we're working hard to find a resolution. And you can always watch WISC TV for free over the air. Learn more at channel3000.com. You're watching News 3 Now at 6. Winner of the National Edward R. Murrow Award for Overall Excellence in Television.
A new mural is being displayed at Elbert Park thanks to a group of teenagers. The piece is an original design created by the group. They decided on a Black Lives Matter theme, which they say best represents the Elbert Park Neighborhood Center and the Elbert Park community.
A lot of our youth and their friends like to hang out here, and we would love for them just to see this every single day they come down here, knowing this is the community they love and want to give back to.
The teens also wanted to pay homage to the late Martin Luther King Jr., adding one of his famous quotes, "The time is always right to do what is right."
State lawmakers are looking to pass a bipartisan bill that would help restaurants still recovering from the pandemic. Assembly Bill 717 would create a tax exemption so restaurants don't have to pay taxes on federal grants.
I think what we're seeing more is people just closing their doors and walking away. And so you're seeing in a lot of your community a lot of empty restaurants that there's nothing in there. And so that's not feeding families, that's not supporting the community, and there isn't a community that is strong without restaurants as a piece of it.
They're hoping to vote on the bill by December 8th. That would give enough time for the Department of Revenue to clear tax rules in time for tax season in January. Coming up, a popular gas station making some changes when it comes to paying for your gas.
Plus, how you can help a local group that's turning unwanted sweaters into winter apparel.
Plus, we got some fairly warm temperature out there today, but how long will it stick around? Gary has the answer and your full forecast when we come back.
Clean, safe, fun. I wanted it all when we needed daytime care for Mom. Oh, Grace's new adult day center is so nice. Now she goes twice a week while I'm at work and loves it.
A Grace, caring every step of the way.
McGann Furniture in downtown Baraboo should probably be called McGann Furniture and Flooring because we're the area's oldest and most experienced floor covering store. Our friendly staff will explain the many types of flooring available, answer questions, and make suggestions so you can choose what's best for your home and lifestyle. We always offer free in-home measurements and estimates and use the finest installers in the entire area. And remember, at McGann's, we don't inflate prices only to mark them down for a sale. Stop in today and discover the difference. You'll be glad you did. McGann Furniture, downtown Baraboo.
Hey guys.
Hey, Dad.
You ready?
This holiday, U.S. Cellular is doing a little something extra to keep everyone connected. Right now, choose any phone from any brand at any of our stores for free. Plus, save big with unlimited data for our best price of the season, just $30 a month. Now that's a deal to cheer about. Feel the locally grown joy from U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
With so many options to choose from, holiday scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery make it easy to find gifts that match every personality on your holiday list. And with tickets ranging from $1 to $20, you can fill any stocking with fun and excitement. Find them now at gas stations, grocery stores, and other lottery retailers near you. Scratch more names off your gift list with holiday scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery.
Govan Cars is having a huge fall sale with the largest selection of vehicles under $15,995 or $249 per month. That's right. Don't miss out on our fall sale with the best selection of SUVs, cars, vans under $15,995 or $249 per month. We have one of the largest selections of vehicles in Dane County with over 500 vehicles in stock. So just come on in and ask for me, Crystal the Pistol Govan. Go to Govan Cars East or West.
You gotta go to Govan, GovanCars.com.
With Dad's arthritis, he struggles with housework and bathing, so I called A Grace. Yes, A Grace. With their age-at-home service, Dad gets the help he needs to stay independent at home. A Grace, caring every step of the way.
Welcome back. Quick Trip is changing up how you can pay at the pump next year. Starting January 3rd, everyone will be required to prepay for gas. They say the move is designed to prevent drive-offs. All stores' fuel pumps will be turned to prepay or pay at the pump only. Now, diesel pumps will still have that pay inside option. Customers can still use cash or check to prepay for fuel inside the store. After Black Friday and Cyber Monday comes today, Giving Tuesday, the newest post-Thanksgiving holiday and perhaps the most meaningful.
Christina Laurie shows us how a local group of volunteers is spending the day and how you can help them.
With 3 days devoted to buying behind us, today is all about giving.
And that's what these volunteers do every Tuesday of the year, carefully cutting, stitching, and sewing upcycled gloves to sell at local small businesses. They're called remits and encapsulate everything this time of year is about: staying warm, spending time with others, shopping local, and giving back. Remits are mittens made from old donated wool sweaters. No two pairs are alike, and every pair is washed and shrunk before sewing, lined with fleece, and hand finished with buttons. It takes about 3 to 4 hours to make every pair. Once finished, they're delivered to small businesses across Madison and sold for $35. But none of that money goes back to these women.
It all goes to Dane County food pantries. We have 3 food pantries: St. Vincent de Paul, who give us most of our sweaters, the River on the east side, and also Middleton Outreach Ministry.
Remits come in a variety of sizes for both men and women and are on sale at more than 30 Madison area businesses through the end of the year, including Clausen's, Metcalf's, Barrique's, and even the UPS store over at Easttown Mall. You can find a map of all the locations they're sold up on our website, channel3000.com. Reporting in Madison for News 3 Now, I'm Christina Laurie.
A bank in Madison is getting into the spirit of Giving Tuesday in a big way. One community bank announced it is contributing $50,000 to Little John's Kitchen. David Heidi, the man behind the Little John's, is on a mission to raise $6 million so he can build a kitchen capable of making 40,000 meals a week. He says the current kitchen can make around 5,500 a week. Heidi's capital campaign runs through the end of the year. Those interested in donating can find more information online.
Well, let's now take a full look at your forecast. Here is Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary?
We had a cold front come through late this afternoon after seeing sunshine for much of the day, but nothing showing up on Doppler trap across southern Wisconsin. But to our north and west, you can see some light precipitation, some light rain, some light snow, and a little bit of light freezing rain in between. Now, that weather system will zip southeastward and affect us late tonight into early tomorrow morning, but it's iffy as to whether or not there's going to be any kind of travel impact. If there is, it'll only be for a couple of hours before temperatures get above freezing. Three things you need to know in the forecast. Again, that potential for light mixed precipitation probably between about maybe 4 o'clock in the morning and maybe 8 o'clock in the morning, somewhere in that time period. And then we'll turn mild. By afternoon, we'll start to see some sunshine later on. The winds will pick up and temperatures will be up around 50 degrees for tomorrow and in the lower 50s for Thursday. So the first 2 days of December starting out on a mild note. We'll turn colder by the weekend, temperatures back closer to normal. We'll see some light snow chances on Sunday. Could be mixed with a little bit of rain in the afternoon with temperatures in the mid to upper 30s. Current temperatures have dropped off to around 30 here in Madison, low 30s in the northern part of the state, but the milder air is not far to our south and to our west, and the cold front has actually come through, and it'll become a stationary front and then eventually turn into a warm front as it moves back northeastward. Right now, the jet stream coming in from the northwest, again the dividing line between colder air to the northeast and milder conditions to the south and west. That little weather system that you see up in North Dakota will zip along that jet stream, bringing it through much of Wisconsin overnight, but should move it out pretty quickly in the morning as well. As we check out the current weather map, here's the cold front I was talking about. Temperatures were in the upper 40s this afternoon. They've dropped back to around 30 here. But notice the front stationary already across Iowa and then turns into a warm front where the precipitation is occurring in the eastern Dakotas. So as that moves eastward, we're going to see our temperatures actually start to rise overnight and then that light precipitation moving in late tonight. Temperatures are right around freezing. The critical factor will be what the temperatures are when this precipitation comes through. So notice it's kind of weakening as it moves through early tomorrow morning. There could be, again, all types of precipitation, but it shouldn't last very long. And then by afternoon, skies will start to clear out and we'll see a pretty nice day. So for tomorrow, look for just some very light precipitation early in the morning. Then it'll turn breezy and mild, maybe some sunshine later in the day with a high of 50. On future track, beginning at midnight tonight, you can see that precipitation coming in from the west. Here's 4 a.m. And notice how temperatures are right around freezing. A little bit above freezing, you have mainly rain. A little bit below freezing, that's where you have to watch out for at least some period of little icy conditions before these temperatures by 8 a.m. pretty much are above freezing through most of the area, and then by late afternoon climb up to around 50 degrees. As we look at the 7 to 10 day forecast, a mild day Thursday, colder Friday, a little colder still on Saturday. As temperatures get back closer to normal. That light snow chance on Sunday, maybe mixed with a little rain in the afternoon. Same thing for Tuesday, ending in some light snow on Wednesday, and then a warm up toward the end of next week.
And coming up in sports, the Big Ten's best. The honor Leo Chanel took home that hasn't been done by a Badger since 2015. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
The Menards Black Friday sale. Hurry in for best selection. Price is good through December 5th. Give the gift of power and performance with this Masterforce Boost 20-volt brushless oscillating multi-tool kit. Just $119. Plus, get a free bonus toolbox. This 22-foot aluminum multi-position ladder can be positioned in 5 different ways. Only $139 after rebate. Check out these and more amazing Black Friday deals at Menards. Available in store only while supplies last.
Save big money at Menards.
Isn't it great how swinging through Culver's drive-thru marks the unofficial start to family time? How biting into a hot-off-the-grill butter burger makes worries melt away? And how a fresh frozen custard concrete mixer puts a smile on your face every time? Here, a meal you didn't have to make is a meal made fresh for you.
And being greeted with a smile, even beneath a mask, makes all the difference.
There's a reason we put so much care into our food. That reason is you. Welcome to Delicious.
Are you okay?
Oh, it's just a cold.
If you have high blood pressure, a cold is not just a cold. Unlike other cold medicines, Coracetin provides powerful cold relief without raising your blood pressure. Be there for life's best moments with Coracetin, now in sugar-free liquid.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
What is all this?
We call them options.
Options? Don't make me laugh.
Unbeatable selection without the drama. 2-pair plus a free eye exam as low as $59.95.
Stress levels have risen among students following recent events at East High School. In my Eye on Education, I'll tell you how some are finding comfort in a special form of therapy.
And a wintry mix is on tap for the morning commute. That's tomorrow morning from 4:30 to 7.
It was a regular season to remember for Leo Chanel. The Badger Junior inside linebacker posted career highs in tackles, tackles for loss, and sacks. 3 categories he led the team in despite missing the first 2 games of the year. And there was no one better in the conference, which is why he was named the Big Ten's Linebacker of the Year. Chanel is the 3rd Badger to win the award, joining Joe Schobert and Chris Borland. But he wasn't the only Badger honored. Jack Sanborn was named first team All-Big Ten. The UW senior finished the year with 88 tackles and 14.5 tackles for loss. Second on the team behind only Chanel. And how about this? Every other member of Jim Leonard's starting defense found themselves on either the All-Big Ten second team, third team, or honorable mention. It doesn't get any bigger than this on the ice. Wisconsin skating against Minnesota with border battle bragging rights on the line. And Friday and Saturday at LeBon will be the first time this season these 2 teams face off. And as always, they're not only the 2 of the best in the WCHA, they're 2 of the best in the nation. And when it comes to this week, nothing really needs to be said to get the Badgers dialed in on the Gophers.
I think it's just kind of known that this is like such a competitive weekend for us, a super fun weekend. I mean, we're all super pumped up every year. It's like the biggest game. You know, the weekend is so fun.
All players, whether they've played against Minnesota yet or not, know kind of what's at stake here and the compete level that we expect to see against them. So I would expect everyone to be ready.
And the Bucks made it official and announced the signing of DeMarcus Cousins. The move is expected to boost Milwaukee's front court with Brook Lopez still out with a back injury. Cousins played 41 games last year on 2 different teams, averaging 9 points and 6 rebounds in just 17 minutes. Coach Bud said today that he expects Cousins to be available to play tomorrow night against the Hornets. Gary?
Temperatures are cooling down tonight. The live view from the Edgewater Sky Cam. Skies have cleared out, at least for the time being, but they will start becoming cloudy overnight and actually cause temperatures to rise a bit. Notice the precipitation out to our west across western Minnesota, the eastern Dakotas. That'll zip in here late tonight into early tomorrow morning. Temperatures right now below freezing in Madison, a little above freezing in southwestern Wisconsin. Look for temperatures to rise overnight, high tomorrow of 50, and then temperatures are mild through Friday before cooling off for the weekend.
All right, Gary, thanks, and thanks for joining us at 6.
Have a great evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.